Hello, I'm Dr. Endriana Audisho, a lecturer at UTS School of Architecture. My research and teaching is deeply rooted in post-colonial and decolonial frameworks, aiming to uncover spatial and social injustices while proposing alternative architectural narratives and histories. Growing up in a war-torn region and belonging to a linguistic and ethnic minority has deeply influenced this thinking and approach. My teaching practice specifically emphasises the development of alternative pedagogical approaches and tools that dismantle traditional architectural canons and promotes the inclusion of diverse perspectives. One way I have done this is by challenging the traditional format of architectural review, the critique. As many of us have experienced, the crit is a complex and fraught format. Key issues include power dynamics that stifle open dialogue, where critics often assert authority, leaving students feeling pressure to defend their ideas. A lack of diversity, often resulting in predominantly white or male panels, intensifies these challenges. Additionally, jargon or archi-speak can alienate participants whose first language is not English, contributing to high-stress environments. To respond to these challenges, I've always seen the design of the crit as an opportunity to enhance student engagement and create a sense of belonging. In my undergraduate design studio, for instance, my pedagogical approach invites each of my tutors to define a unique line of inquiry in response to the architectural brief that I have set, reflecting a decolonial approach that values varied perspectives. This promotes a sense of belonging by uniting students under a common agenda or question. As our student cohorts expand, organising them into smaller groups around shared objectives reduces overwhelm and enhances collaboration. The pivotal moment arrives during reviews, where students not only present their final design projects, but collaboratively design the space of critique itself to reflect their tutorial's unique perspective. Feedback has indicated that the crit becomes a celebratory event, shifting the focus from tension and defense to appreciation and learning. In my professional practice subject focused on architectural advocacy, I've worked with my students to redesign the crit process through two distinct modes. The first involves a silent review, where students and selected critics, chosen by the students themselves, circulate freely to engage with the work. This format addresses students' concerns that critics often lack the time to fully grasp the nuances of their projects. The second mode centres on open dialogue, facilitated around a large table, intentionally levelling all participants at eye level. This setup encourages a sense of informality, intimacy, and camaraderie, further enhanced by the inclusion of food and snacks. Instead of merely presenting their work for feedback, each student poses a thought-provoking question to spark discussion, supported by relevant artefacts displayed around the table. This student-led approach invites guests to engage in meaningful exchanges, once again shifting the emphasis away from the final product and towards the ideas, journeys, and processes that inform their work. Throughout the session, butcher's paper on the table allowed for continuous feedback to be recorded, resulting in a collaborative document filled with references, additional questions, and new ideas generated during the discussion. Valuable traces that students could photograph before they forgot the insights shared. Much of my pedagogical approach can be owed to feminist and civil rights activist Audre Lorde. She acutely wrote, "For the master's tools will never dismantle the master's house. They may allow us to temporarily beat him at his own game, but they never enable us to bring about genuine change." While challenging the critique format may seem trivial, it is an attempt to retool architectural education and position the classroom as a catalyst for disciplinary change. Thank you.